What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's first video. In today's first video, we're going to take a look at our good friend Cardano and see what it's doing on the hourly chart, the daily chart, the weekly chart, and also the Cardano Bitcoin pair to see if we have any clues on what is going to happen next. So let's not waste any time here and just quickly jump on into the hourly chart. I'm not going to spend too much time on the short-term time frame here today because honestly, we're seeing Bitcoin kind of struggle a little bit. So if Bitcoin has a dip, we're most likely going to see a Cardano also have a dip as well. So the short term is not what's very important here. If you look at the hourly chart, though, we are coiling up to what seems like a decent size move here. You can see on the bottom side here, we have gotten four touches on the bottom side here of this possible symmetrical triangle. And on the top side, we have also gotten three. So it looks like we are consolidating for a next decent size move here for Cardano. I'm not going to tell you I know which way it's going to go. We do, on the hourly chart, we do have some bullish divergence that formed here. So, I mean, and we're coming up from the bottom side. So I do have to give this a bullish bias. If we were to break up to the upside on this, we take our top to our bottom. We actually extrapolate that to our upside. That gives us a approximate target of about $2 here for Cardano. And if we were to actually break this to the downside, that would give us about a target of about 136. So watch the hourly time frame here to see whether this breaks to the upside or the downside. Like I said, we do have bullish divergence here on the RSI, and we are coming up from the downside. So you have to give it a bullish bias. But if Bitcoin decides to dump, we're probably going to see Cardano dump too, right? That's the name of the game here in crypto. But we're going to jump on over to the daily chart here, and this is what gets me excited here first, right? Obviously, we know we broke out of this rising wedge. Let me actually just adjust this a little better so you guys can see it. We know we broke out of this rising wedge a couple days ago. And ever since then, we've just been retesting our previous resistance, right? Our previous wedge resistance, and it now flipped it into new support. So this is a really bullish flip here. And like the kind of the first sign I like to see on its next big impulse. This wasn't even the impulse that you look for. This is just the breakout of that pattern. What you want to wait for is the back test and then the next big move up here. And I think that next big move up is going to be what pushes Cardano to that $2 plus level that I do expect to happen here over the course of the next couple weeks. What's good here is on this breakout, we actually did not get bearish divergence. We actually made higher highs in RSI as long as higher highs in price action. So we have no bearish divergence to worry about there. If we were to get a dump here, if Bitcoin was to decide to dump and Cardano dumped as well, you can see our 50-day moving average is currently sitting right at the bottom of our wedge, which actually lines up perfectly. So if we were to have a dip here, come back into our wedge, I'm looking for a bounce at the bottom of this wedge and hopefully a bounce back above if we were to get a dump here. But like I said, it really depends on what BTC does here. But at least we have some pretty strong support at the bottom of this wedge, currently sitting at about like $1.33 at the moment. If we were to get some substantial dump, that I don't honestly think is going to happen right now, guys, but that's just my opinion. Switching on over to the weekly chart, this is what I mean by Cardano is right on track. You guys can see Cardano, ever since really it started this like really big size run up back in about November when it was sitting at about 10 cents. Shout out to all you guys that also bought Cardano at 10 cents and below. We're doing pretty freaking good right now. But you can see it periodically always comes back down and retests its 10-week moving average. Once here in December, came back down here and tested it again in February, and it most recently just came back down and tested it again in April. And you can see every single time we actually do that, it ends up performing a decent pump. You can see here, since we tested our 10-week moving average, we got about a 173% move up. After we tested it right here, we got approximately about a 330% move up. And so far in this one, after testing it, we have so far gotten about a 63% move up. So I don't think we've seen that move up that we're looking for just quite yet. And obviously, we do have our next fib target, which is basically our top to our bottom. Our 1.618 Fibonacci extension target is at $3.30. So do I think we're going to go up there straight away? No, I think this is going to probably take a few weeks to get us up to that $3.30 mark. But nonetheless, that is our next fib target, and we've seen pretty substantial gains every time we actually come back down and retest our weekly support band, which is our 10-week and 20-week moving averages here for Cardano. So, big guys, basically, this is looking freaking good. We have room to run on our weekly RSI. You guys can see our weekly RSI right now is sitting at a 77. So we have a ton to run up here on the weekly RSI. So that's super exciting as well. I'm expecting big things for Cardano over the course of the next couple weeks. Cardano Bitcoin pair. We know we were talking about this ever since we broke out of this symmetrical triangle we had on the daily. This is obviously weekly, so it doesn't look perfect, but ever since we broke out of the symmetrical triangle, came back down and back tested it, we have been absolutely parabolic here on the Cardano Bitcoin pair, just like pretty much all altcoins have been parabolic against Bitcoin. So it's not that crazy here. But you look here, if Cardano is to break this 0.000318 Satoshi level, look for it to get a move up to this next level, which is our previous high from April 2018. That would probably give us from that, that 31% gain against Bitcoin if we were to break that big level there at about the 318 Satoshi level. So guys, like Cardano could really start getting super parabolic against Bitcoin. It already really has been, but even if we break that level, our next targets really are our candle body highs, which is another 47% move up. So we could be seeing huge gains here against Bitcoin in the next couple of weeks. We've already seen it, but more could be coming. We obviously know that Bitcoin dominance is at a critical level as we speak right now, or going down to a critical level. I expect the Bitcoin dominance to drop to about 39%, and hopefully Bitcoin can get a bounce from the 39% dominance, but we're not even close to that. I think we're sitting right around 46% right now. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, in the short term, watch for this move here on Cardano. It's really going to depend on what BTC probably does here in the short term. So we'll continue to update that obviously on stream and everything tonight. But nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed. Press that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new, and only if you ended up enjoying today's content. And I'll catch you guys in the next video coming up shortly.